Hi everyone. I got these wires that I need to use up. Used on a pendant. And I think I'm going to make a bracelet, but I don't know if I need 4 of these or 4 of these. I could only find gold and silver jump rings. Nothing to match my copper. I could have sworn I had some copper jump rings, but I guess this tool comes in handy and you can make your own. And I might use 1 or 2 of them here. I don't know. I think I need the smaller ones on this end. So we'll just go up here. Probably need to pull them apart a little bit. Just a little bit. So we don't go cutting anything that we don't want to cut. So, there's one. Another one. Oh, and I should have flush cutted it. Oh well. No one else thinking. There's another one. Just looked outside and looked at my orange trees. I'm so tickled that I have 2 orange trees planted. My son, my oldest boy, he planted them for me in 99-degree weather, or at least it was close to it. So we've had to keep them really watered, so but they're still looking good. I'm tickled. I hope we can have oranges. Hope I can keep them alive. I got them at McKenzie Citrus Farms or something like that. They're in South Carolina, at Scranton, South Carolina. It's somewhere near Myrtle Beach. It's probably about an hour from Myrtle Beach. And he's got all kinds of citrus there. And I'm just happy that I've always wanted some, and these are supposed to be able to grow in the ground and supposed to be able to survive up here as long as I put Christmas lights on them and keep them warm, keep them mulched, and keep them warm on really cold days. So I think I am going to connect that. Not yet. Let's do these first, because I need to figure out how many of these I need. I'll put that through there. And yeah, if you keep them mulched and warm during the winter, and it's just, I think they're good to 15 degrees. They're Aurora Satsuma and Brown Select Satsuma. And he has some other ones I want to try, but let's see how I do with these before I go planting anymore. And I need to get me another pecan tree. My pecan tree is a good 15, 20 foot tall, and it has yet to have nuts on it. It has the tassels, but it's never produced. So I think it needs a one of a different variety, I guess. I don't know if we'll need. I think we'll only do 3 of them as big as those are. And we'll connect these to the clasp. Otherwise, our bracelet's going to be way too long. Because I wanted that little pop of color in there, but they're thick. Maybe I should have got smaller beads. I don't know, but I love these. I don't know if they're glass or acrylic. I have a feeling that they're acrylic, because let's see how they sound. They're not glass. So here we go. We're going to bend it back, go around. Have it like that. And then we're going to open it up just a little bit like that. Make sure I have the got a low battery. These batteries are not going to hold out much longer. I'm going to have to straight wire power to this camera, because they don't make batteries for it anymore. It's a GoPro 4. I need a new camera, but the other one we use for the rocks, and this one I use up here. So, and then we're going to come in here, going to pull it back just a tad so we can get in there. Get it cut. And get it tied in there so it don't catch on anything. Okay, back. My battery was down to 2%. So, yeah. I'm going to have to hardwire a line to it. I think I'm going to go ahead and connect that, because I don't think I'm going to use that many of them. Uh-oh. Yeah, I used 20 gauge to make this because it was soft wire. Not 20 gauge. I used 18 gauge to make these because they were soft wire. And I'm like, don't know whether... And if I do need to change this out, I can always take the ring off to make it shorter or longer. So we're just going to take our round nose pliers. And you could also use these if you have them. I just got them and I'm not used to using them yet, so. Thinking about making me a blog or something to put different stuff on. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I was retired, I'd have more time. There's not enough time in the day. I'm going to clip that off because I don't have a pretty edge. Hold it again, and we'll scoot it on down. So how's your summer been so far, everyone? Ours has been hot. The week before the 4th, it was in the upper 90s with a heat index of like 107 or something. I do not do well in heat. But I do not do good in heat, and I do not do good in cold weather. I get hot, and I get dizzy, and I break out in hives. And that could be just getting older. Hold this here. Well, I'm holding it with the wrong things. I need to hold it with this. We'll put it in there. It'll hold it better. And since this is dead soft wire, you will want to wrap it because I'm using 20 gauge dead soft wire, and it will pull open on you if you don't wrap it. So I'm going to pull that back a little bit. We're going to get in there as close as we can and snip it. And then we're going to mash it down. And be careful working next to your beads because some beads do not like any pressure on them. And some hold up fine. I don't know. I guess it's the difference in what the bead's made out of. Some are really fragile. I think that we will not need that one. I've got enough to do one more bracelet about like this. If I'm just using up wires that I took off of a pendant that I did for my husband. So, yeah, if you ever have anything long enough, do not throw it away. You might be able to use it somewhere. Because these are about 3-inch long. And I'm still having that much cut off from the end. And I don't throw that away either. I put that in a bag and save it. And then I'll get my son to take the torch, melt it down outside with a respirator and stuff. Get him to melt it down and pour it into something metal to shape it, and then I'll hammer a bracelet out of it. But I wouldn't use anything but the copper. Well, unless you're using sterling. But nickel silver wouldn't work for that, so I think you can melt down the copper and you can melt down the sterling, and you can melt down gold too, but I don't know. You just have to use safety precautions and know what you're doing. So I'm sure that there's videos on YouTube that show how to do all that with a torch. I don't think I'll be showing that on here. Yeah, you have to be careful. So, anytime you're working with a torch, and because I have burnt my fingers, these two, burnt them so bad that I couldn't stand to do anything with them for about a couple months on a torch. Because I lamp work. I don't know if that's yeah, that'd be about right. I lamp work, and what happened was I was in the garage at our old house, and the side door was open on the left, and it was a lightning storm outside, but I was fine in the garage, you know. But all of a sudden, a big old crack of thunder hit, and the lightning hit right near the house. And I turned, and when I did, I stuck my fingers in the torch and burned it good. I mean, I really burned it. And after the fact, the nurse, she was a doctor, she told me, I should have sent you to the burn clinic. She said, I did not realize how bad they were burnt. That was like 15 or more years ago. They were burnt bad, and I had no feeling for a long time, but it's come back. The nerves regrew. Not as good as what it was to begin with, but they did regrow. And the funny thing is, I called my aunt, and I said, what do? I've burnt my fingers bad. And my cousin answered the phone, and she says, call Uncle Bill. And so I'm like, why would I call Uncle Bill? She said, he can blow the fire out. And I'm like, what do you mean he can blow the fire out? I'd never heard of it before. And she said, yeah, somebody had burnt their hand, and one of the kids had laid their hand up on the burner and had burner marks on their hand. And they had taken the kid to him, you know, after they went to the doctor. But they took the kid to him I think he was at work even. And he came outside and blew the fire out of it. It's some Bible verse. I do not know what it is. He doesn't tell. I think he can pass it on to a female member of the family, but I don't think he can tell a guy. I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, it worked. Let me tell you, I did not see the doctor that night. It was late at night. Went up there, and the pain just went away. I don't know if it's psychological or it's a real... it has to be real, because that was unbearable. And yeah, the pain went away. And I don't know what the Bible verse is. I have no clue. But there's supposed to be another one that if you're bleeding, it'll stop you from bleeding. So, well, that turned out pretty. I don't know how we'll get on the set. Oh, I guess me burning my fingers. Oh, y'all. A lot of things happen. I think it turned out pretty. I like those. I don't know what they're called. Sort of like a dog bone or something. I don't know. Or a bow tie. Maybe a bow tie. That might be what they're called. It might be called a bow tie, because they sort of look like a bow tie. Alright. I think we picked right and did not add any more beads to it. I guess you could add one more and it'd be longer. You'd take one of these off and just add beads on and have it in with the beads, and it'd be a tad longer.